Just calm down, please. Let's discuss this. Just calm down, please. I don't want to be so bothersome once I'm through with you. Well, bugger me for trying to help.
What is going on? He's joking.
This bloody
Hello?
town.
I'm talking to you. Can you believe it?
Is your outfit some sort of performance art?
Mess with a round man this time. I swear. So pissed.
This is London Calling. I'm Tash, and this is Buccaneer, your source for what they don't want you to know. Today we're talking about policing, by consent or by force for profit. Ever since Sir Robert Peel created the police force as we know it in 1829, London has relied on the Metropolitan Police Service for peace, stability and justice. They weren't perfect, but at least there was some democratic control. Now there's a new sheriff in town. If you're a victim of crime or you just want to silence a peaceful protest, there's a new police force to turn to. Albion. And they're about as far from the old-fashioned Bobby on the beat as it's possible to get. When Hassani handed over London to Nigel Cass, many people were surprised. But we weren't. London has been up for sale and privatisation for years. The only difference is that now the private...
It feels wrong behind here since it was abandoned. Known hundreds of people were hurt and died here.
Supposed to be abandoned and under repair, but crawling with fucking security? It don't seem right, does it?
Point taker. What am I looking for, Bagley?
Any kind of device or component that could still be emitting the signal. It seems to be coming from within the rubble.
Keep your eyes open. They could be anywhere.
Area's clear. Continuing the search.
We lost the suspect. Resume patrol.
Nobody... Lockdown. Possible hack drone.
Control, let's isolate the source of this drone hack.
Moving on, there's nothing here. I know you're here somewhere.
Moving on. No one's here. All good. I'll try somewhere else. All clear. Moving on. I suppose I'll keep looking. Think.
Cease and desist. In his train. Continuing unlawful activity will result in arrest.
Bloody fool.
Surrender yourself. Failure to comply will result in extreme measures. Continuing unlawful activity will result in arrest.
Your friend's just been taken into Albion custody. So long as you don't cock up that badly, you'll be my favourite operative today.
What? They're in Hotel Albion, so it's up to me, right? Fine. Coming in.
What the hell?
This is it. The signal is coming from this Spiderbot fragment. No indication yet who it belongs to.
Bloody thing's been knocked about. Why is it here?
Difficult to say, but with an AR reconstruction, we may be able to see what happened to it and if it relates to the attack. Access data relays in the vicinity, and I can compile enough data to build the AR reconstruction. Perfect. 2 more data relays to go. data relay and I'll have it.
Oof, that's gonna be a mark.
That should do it. Now, I'll just take the audio from this stream and the video from these 36 and... got it. Go back to where you found that spider bot and I'll show you the AR reconstruction from the night of the explosion.
Right.
CTOS-AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
You brought the payload?
Fuck, think we'd go back to you?
Don't trust the Kelly dog.
Kelly? As in Clan Kelly? It was gangsters that blew the fuck out of London.
Not their style. Probably a handoff. Most likely the Kellys were a supplier.
But who the fuck is this? They're not with Clan Kelly. Are they with Zero Day or something?
Well, don't just stand there. Keep looking.
Bagley, can you tell who's driving a spider bot?
I've now fully decrypted the signal the spider bot is broadcasting, and while I cannot identify a specific user, it is a call code used by the Metropolitan Police Service.
Of course the fucking cops were watching.
The reconstruction continues behind that rubble.
Bagley, open a quantum tunnel, will ya?
Quantum tunnel technology is at least 10 years away, but spider bots and drones are here today. You could try one of those if you don't feel like waiting.
Good idea.
Why don't you aim those human eyeballs of yours at the van's cargo?
Right.
RDX nitrogen, and the exact same detonator system like the bombs that were planted at Parliament.
It's Zero Day's signature.
There, hurry. We got all the deliveries.
So you were hired to supply all the targets?
That's it, we're all on need to know.
So, Zero Day pulled together multiple groups to do the bombings.
That's certainly one way to pull off a massive coordinated attack while remaining anonymous. Zero Day needed manpower and resources, but they needed them at an arm's length. And it doesn't take the world's greatest AI detective to see that both Clan Kelly and Albion benefited in the aftermath. Unfortunately, this is the most we can get out of the AR reconstruction. But if we could find the mystery officer who was spying through the Spider-Bot, maybe they could tell us more. Tracing the Spider-Bot serial number, it was assigned to New Scotland Yard 3 years ago. Perhaps more information about its user or its assignment will be available at the station.
Fucking typical. The police were already on someone else's trail for the bombings but kept stum. Didn't want to look stupid.
The only way to know for sure is to investigate New Scotland Yard.
Alert protocol.
There's been a breach! Search for the intruder! Identified. Searching for the source.
Albion has made the station all their own.
And the entire police service. But don't worry, if you're not pleased with your privatised goon squad, just take your business across the street.
As much as I hate the Mets, I'd rather have them around than this lot.
Not to worry, the only difference now is the uniform, assault weapons, and the fact they're motivated by profit over public service. Now, any record or information on the Spider-Bot will be further in.
Is this the Spider-Bot we're looking for?
According to the serial numbers, this matches the piece of Spider-Bot from the Tone bombing site.
Can you identify the last user?
Navigate the Spider-Bot from out of that room. I'll need a direct connection in order to learn more from our bisected friend.
On it. Now I feel like a hacker.
Give up! Piece of idiot!
What was that? Piss off! Diagnostics on this.
opening right there looks like a good exit point. Right, get comfy. This spider-bot might be broken and missing some of its legs, but it can still jump and fit through vents. That's a good way to get through the station undetected. That's a part of the remote detonator system from Parliament. If the Met, or Albion rather, actually analysed it, they would see it wasn't DedSec's handiwork at all. That's Dalton's mask. It must have been recovered from Parliament. It might be the only thing left of him now. Buggery fuck, would you look at all this junk? You'll have to jump your way across to get to the next vent opening. You're almost there. Make your way through this last vent path.
Got it.
Scanning Spiderbot and accessing its internal drives. While I'm analysing this data, you should make yourself scarce. Unless you'd like to explain to your new, heavily armed, privatised police force why you've broken into the station.
Alright, fine.
Space in London is restricted. Citizens of London are prohibited from using personal drones within the city.
Who sent me this? Really?
No one left.
Search the premises. We may have an intruder.
Clear. Moving on. Don't see anyone. I'll go over there. Oh, thank you. Area clear. Moving on. Help! Nobody's here. Searching elsewhere. Wait, what was that noise?
There we go. I think you just made a new friend. If Albion wanted to lock them up, they must be dangerous. And dangerous we can use.
Yep.
The Spiderbot fragment you found has a satellite-based GPS module that regularly pushed its location to a specific ground station.
What is that? We need to get to the bottom of this.
Pushing you the ground station's coordinates. Your somewhat reckless teammate has got themselves thrown in the old clink, I'm afraid. Difficult to resist oppression from behind bars. It will be a while before they're available. Pro tip, however, why not recruit a barrister to the team? I mean, no one exactly likes a barrister, but they do have their function. They should be able to shorten the jail time of imprisoned operatives.
This is London Calling. I'm Tash, and this is Buccaneer, your source for what they don't want you to know. Today we're talking about policing, by consent or by force for profit. Ever since Sir Robert Peel created the police force as we know it in 1829, London has relied on the Metropolitan Police Service for peace, stability and justice. They weren't perfect, but at least there was some democratic control. Now there's a new sheriff in town. If you're a victim of crime or you just want to silence a peaceful protest...
Now how the fuck do we get in?
I'm detecting a surveillance network guarding a space under this bridge. If you can patch into it, perhaps you can take a look inside. The GPS history of the Spiderbot we recovered regularly pinged these coordinates. Our mystery witness to the real bombers must have come to this lovely, damp location several times.
No good can come out of a place like this. Just some hoods looking to make a deal.
Or to discreetly dump a body into the Thames.
Glad to see justice being enforced.
All units, possible suspect or suspects reported near your location.
Approaching with caution, over.
Pursuing the target. Over.
No sign of the target, over.
All units, disengage. Suspect has disappeared.
Track him down. Drone, spread out and search.
Clear, moving on.
Continue searching.
Feel that the space is our own to use, and essentially you can be moved on from any area by forces which are employed to police.
We've got a secret cop shop down here. Fuck knows why.
Well, if Albion was stomping all over your workplace, you'd find a different place to store your lunch too. And it seems our mystery officer was dedicated.
What were they working on that led to the bombing at Tony?
The computer's dusty enough to kill an asthmatic, but there may still be something useful on it.
This is Inspector Caitlin Lau. Well, former inspector now. Since Albion's coup, the Met is no more. The police brass had already buried the evidence anyway. Everything implicating Albion and Clan Kelly in the bombings. But I know Mary Kelly's band of twats were involved, and they're involved in other crimes we can look into. Me and a few good mates are willing to go off book, going after Mary Kelly again. I'll never fucking learn, will I? Inspector Caitlin Lau, video log. Clan Kelly and Albion are teamed up on some deal. I don't have all the details, but it looks to be human trafficking. The European Processing Center is the Albion angle. Since the bombings, they can grab anyone off the street. Call them illegal immigrants, potential DedSec insurgents, whatever. Though we know who the real danger is. So, Clan Kelly gets hold of these people, these immigrants, deportees, victims, really, and they're taking them somewhere. But where and why? It all comes back to the boss lady herself. I knew she was into something, but she wriggled off the hook. There's only one way I can do this. 24/7 surveillance on Mary Kelly. If I'm caught, well, this will be my last entry. But I have to see what she's hiding.
So, our mystery officer was Inspector Caitlin Lau. It sounds like Mary Kelly was her white whale, and her investigation led her to the bombings.
Whatever credibility Albion ever had is right fucking out. How could they be working with Clan Kelly?
It seems like Zero Days Web covers all of the unsavoury bits of London. Tug on a thread, and it leads back to them. Clan Kelly and Albion included.
Lots of people are being taken off the streets. We need to get to the bottom of this.
Inspector Lau mentioned Albion is running their part of the operation out of the EPC. Detectives like us call that a lead.
please.
This Albion Clan Kelly business leaves a bad taste in my mouth. And if Caitlin Lau's right, then this little nugget jumps to the front of the queue. We have reason to believe a former DedSec operative may still be alive, but missing inside the EPC.
Angel Lopez, not London-born, but I won't hold that against him, unlike some others.
Looks like Angel got caught up in the immigration roundup, which, ironically, may be the only reason he escaped 0 days DedSec purge.
Anti-immigrant sentiment has grown in London since the bombings. Albion fuels it. It allows them to send anyone they want to their brutal refugee camp.
We need to find Angel before they discover he's DedSec. This is kind of personal team. But finding his trail might just shed some light on the Albion Clan Kelly connection.
Well, the good news is he's in country. No one's taking deportees from the UK. The bad news is he's probably in limbo at the EPC.
I've sent the details to your device and advised our contact at the EPC. They can get you inside.
Selfish idiot. This is too good for you.
All units, I say again, all units, we have reports of a hostile in your area. Over. Received. Mobilizing now. Out.
Hey, we need some help here.
Officer down. I say again, officer down.
We're just in the nick of time.
Twat! Bloody fool! This area is being recorded.
Carter control, we're tracking the suspect.
Global British.
Where did they go? Shit!
Not seeing anything here. Moving elsewhere. Nothing to report. Eyes open. Checking out
Area
ready.
clear. Moving on.
Control, add suspect to the most wanted list. Over.
This is London Calling. I'm Tash, and this is Buccaneer, your source for... what they don't want you to know. Today we're talking about policing, by consent or by force for profit. Ever since Sir Robert Peel created the police force as we know in 1829, London has relied on the Metropolitan Police Service for peace, stability and justice.
Received.
They weren't perfect,
Stand by for
but at
further
least there was
developments.
some democratic control. Now there's a new sheriff in town. If you're a
Target
victim
has
of
crossed the
crime and you just
checkpoint.
want to silence a peaceful protest, there's a new police force to turn to. Albion. And they're about as far from the old-fashioned Bobby on the beat as it's possible to get. When Hassani handed over London to Nigel Katz, many people were surprised, but we were. London has been up.
So, I've delved more into Caitlin Lau's investigation, and an enormous number of missing person cases centre around the EPC. The inspector was definitely onto something.
Let's find our contact. I don't think Albion are above torturing Angel if they find out he's DedSec.
We're on their tail. Over.
I've lost sight of the target. Over. Return to HQ. This is pointless.
Got Bagley summons. I've already taken care of your entry. Get you in quick and quiet.
Nothing official, right? Trying to keep the old footprint off the books.
No worries, I'll spoof. But come meet me on the rooftop. The only place here that doesn't smell like piss. Got some info for you.
The European Processing Centre. It processes deportees by stacking them up in squalid conditions and forgetting about them. But hey, it's to protect London, right?
What the hell is going on?
This place is worse than a prison camp. Every day I see people come through here, torn from their homes and their families. But I'd rather stay and keep an eye on things. Maybe help out once in a while. Like now.
Fuck. Hard to believe our government is fine with treating anyone this way, illegal or not. You could disappear without a trace in here and no one would notice.
Yeah, well, people have been disappearing. Records say they have been processed, but it doesn't add up. No one ever properly leaves. And with the Kellys prowling around like fucking hyenas, I am not too optimistic about the people slipping through the cracks.
Fucking hell. Mary Kelly and her gang of thugs have their grubby mitts in everything dodgy that happens in this city.
Truth. Now, about your missing guy. The best place to start would be the EPC database. They keep a record of everyone that comes in. And be careful.
Pushing the location of the EPC database on your optic.
Violently aiding and abetting criminals such as DedSec is a crime.
What? I don't seem to find it. I couldn't believe it. Bastards getting paid legal, and I get stuck in terrible shit.
We're being contacted by our potential recruit. Patching them through now.
Guess I owe ya. Just join us, will ya? We need people like you. What do you say?
Yeah. Yeah, let's do it.
There will be a database here that we can search for evidence on Angel Lopez.
Turn over everything here until you find them.
Nothing here.
Could be anywhere right now.
Don't see anyone. Let's keep our eyes peeled. We're all clear over here.
Don't see anything here.
Don't
your
see
eyes
anyone.
open.
We've got this whole
Don't
place
see
secure.
anything here.
It's only a matter of time.
Clear. Moving on.
Think the suspect gave us a slip. Call it in.
Start something.
Go on, Bagley. Tell me you found something.
I have. His file has been deleted from the main database, along with hundreds of others. Still very detailed. Even when committing crimes against humanity, the government doesn't skimp on paperwork. Here is a recording labelled Exit Interview.
You know what we do with terrorists, Lopez? Don't go pissing me off by denying anything. We know you're with DedSec. You think you were picked up on some random sweep? Not a fucking chance. Nothing to say. Well, this is not going to go well for you then, because I want information. The rest of your cell, where are they? I want names, places, everything you've got.
You think I'm daft? I spill everything I know and what? You let me go? I'm not talking. I know how this ends.
Oh, I don't think you do. I'm going to throw you to the wolves. The Kellys have an interesting way of disposing with problems.
You think I'm scared of some fucking thought? Of winding up floating in the dams? Fuck you.
You're too pretty for that, mate. First, they'll peddle you. For dosh, right? Then, when you're used up, they're going to chop you up and send the pieces to the four corners.
I can take whatever you've got.
I almost feel sorry for you. Get him to the bloody clinic, then.
Shit. They knew he was DedSec the whole time. This doesn't look good for Angel.
The clinic keeps government service hours, which means it's closed. We'll have to find Angel the old-fashioned way and hack their CTOS hub. Deportation limbo, horrible living conditions, unexplained disappearances. It's almost as if the media are deliberately ignoring the situation here in favour of... Oh, look here, Beatrice Stokely, 89, recently took up kickboxing to fill up her days. Fascinating. If the EPC is a typical example of how humans treat each other, I'd say a benevolent AI overlord is a step up, wouldn't you?
Okay, enough already, Bagley.
Spread out and find them! Sure they're still in the...
I have reconstructed an AR scene of Angel's examination. You can view it inside the clinic.
Well done, well done.
CTOS-AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
Let's make a deal, yeah? I know people outside. Maybe I can help you out. Just let me out of here.
Procedures, Mr. Lopez. We'll have you out of here in a minute or two.
Fuck, what was that?
They implanted him with something. We need to take a closer look.
Facial analysis matches for both. They're part of Mary Kelly's little pack. So, Inspector Lau was right after all. Clank Kelly and Albion are in bed together. What a shit orgy that would be. Microchips, coated with biocompatible glass to prevent rejection.
So, they've implanted a microchip in Angel's neck. Health monitor? A tracker, maybe?
No, these are more sophisticated. If I had to guess, I would say they were designed to deliver a dose of some unknown compound. Not the kind of thing you find at your local corner shop. I could reconstruct the path he took if you want to see how this cliffhanger gets resolved.
Stay on his tail, he might have got away.
Fucker! Get him before he triggers!
Fuck! He's getting away! Get after him!
Shit, they're catching up on him. Come on, Angel.
Look around!
Fuck! He might make it.
Yet, she's gonna kill us.
No, it's fine. As long as he's not damaged, there'll be no waste. Demand's high with the new network.
Guess you're right. Let's tube him, get him in the van and out to the incinerator.
Well, that was unexpected. I have a feeling that microchip wasn't just a simple tracking device.
Looks like it's been activated. I don't know how bad things are, especially if Mary Kelly is, but Angel might be alive.
We need to find him, see what they did to him, and what that fucking microchip is all about.
Seems like advanced technology for Mary Kelly and her band of thugs to be waving around. Could Mary be part of a scary dark web hacker group like, say, oh, I don't know, pick one, Zero Day?
Interesting theory, Bagley, but hold your investigation algorithms for the moment, will you? Angel needs us.
The incinerator they mentioned is probably the Southwark incinerator. It's practically right round the corner.
Ha! I think I'm finally getting the hang of this whole resistance fighter thing.
You wouldn't have been recruited if DedSec thought you'd be killed that easily.
I'll take that as a compliment, I guess.
You'll need to get used to Bugs' drivel, but it's proper fun. Fantastic job.
Stand back, do not interfere.
This is London Calling. I'm Tash, and you're listening to Buccaneer, your source for what they don't want you to know. Today we're talking about Dev Hassani, our gone, but sadly not forgotten Prime Minister. It's strange to think that he was just another here today, gone tomorrow politician until his infamous London is drowning speech went viral. The forces of darkness he unleashed with that speech changed everything around us. Was Hassani's rise inevitable? Could it have been stopped? And what happens when democracy starts to breathe the ideas that can destroy it? Using back channels and underground contacts, we got in touch with political analysts and historians.
So this is where those Clan Kelly boys brought Angel? Not exactly postcard material, is it?
Now, keep your chin up. We'll find him. There's a camera network that might have caught where they took him. Let's hurry and access that network, shall we?
Man, just listen. What? What's going on?
I've gone over the captured footage. I was able to follow Mr. Lopez down to the cellar, but then I ran out of cameras. Not a problem you often have in London.
That's where we're going then.
My oh my, deadbolt trumps technology. The door is sealed, but this rubbish chute might do. It either leads to the cellar or your grisly death. Or both, I suppose.
Oh, brilliant.
All right, then. Come on out. I'm not going to cut you. What are you waiting for? Well, get over here. Thanks for the distraction. Gave me the second I needed to take care of this filth.
You all right? That bastard was ready to do you in just now.
He was. I'm fine. I just need a second to catch my breath and find my files.
You're that police inspector, Caitlin Lau, aren't you? We got your videos. Not bad at all. Takes guts to go after Mary Kelly on your own.
It wasn't always on my own. Who the hell are... You're dead sick, aren't you? You tracked me to the slaughterhouse.
Not really. A mate disappeared from the EPC. The trail brought me here. So this is where all the missing people ended up. Nasty business.
Then I'm sorry. I don't think there's much hope for finding him alive. The Kellys have got a sick little operation going. A kind of human organ black market. I've been investigating them for months. And they got my fucking files. God, I feel like shit.
Easy does it now. I better call someone to get you to safety. I'll find Angel, then I'll get your files. I bet we could use them.
Everything I've gathered on Mary Kelly. Almost enough to take her down.
Well, we better work together then. Because I have a feeling we're going to be looking into Mary Kelly after all of this.
All right, an operative is on their way to escort Inspector Lau. So, let's find Angel and Inspector Lau's files.
I'll wait for your guy in here. And thanks for your help. I'm glad we're joining forces.
There's no doubt about it. This whole operation is meant to harvest organs. Clan Kelly's chopping off the parts they want and burning the leftovers.
Only none of them were willing donors, were they? Mary Kelly has a lot to answer for. Fucking hell. Bagley run some facial reconstruction. These poor bastards are beyond disfigured.
Take a picture and I can run key details past various databases. Negative.
Jesus. How many others has Clan Kelly put through this torture? We got to stop Mary Kelly.
Unfortunately, I must confirm that this is indeed Angel Lopez.
Shit. Angel. He knew the risks. I did too, but never thought DedSec would get caught up in this. Mary Kelly is preying on London's most vulnerable. She's a fucking monster. Taking her out needs to be a DedSec priority.
Now we need to find Caitlin Lau's case files on Mary Kelly and see if my conjecture may be correct. Could Mary Kelly be in Zero Day?
Stop that! Get to work! Nothing happening. Let's get real.
Well done, you got the files. The inspector will be impressed. Now get out of here before someone decides to turn you into minced meat. Chop chop.
No fucking kidding.
Tragic.
DedSec? Caitlin Lau here. I wanted to thank you. I'd be nothing but an anatomy lesson by now. Or a pile of ashes.
You'll be happy to know that Inspector Lau has been escorted to a nearby refuge and is getting her wounds treated.
I'll be fine. Still a little flighty from whatever they gave me. And frankly, a little stunned that we've joined forces.
I didn't think DedSec would be working with a cop one day, even an ex-cop. But yeah, we got you. Together, we'll stop Mary Kelly from destroying more lives.
Exactly. You have an organization, I have information, and some backing from powerful people. Pool our resources, and we might just take her down. Mary Kelly's no petty criminal.
Bags calling everyone. We need to have a look at these files and figure out our plan of attack.
I'll sync with Inspector Lau and prepare a briefing. The demands of being a DedSec operative are all-consuming, so taking app gigs is a good way to make some extra quid that works around your new schedule. Lots of people will pay well to have their sensitive packages handled with care, and some will even pay you for deliveries. Ha ha! There's a potential recruit you may want to check out. Pushing your location.
Son of a drone.
This is London Calling. I'm Tash, and you're listening to Buccaneer, your source for what they don't want you to know. Today we're talking about Dev Bacani. Our gone, but sadly not forgotten.
Do you want me to call you a helper or something? No. I've never been one to abide by anyone else's. Don't be weird. There's police about.
You look like the type who might not like the current state of London.
Shit, are you saying you're DedSec? I could really use your help.
No promises. What's the problem?
Look, I really needed the money, so I took a few moving jobs for Clan Kelly. Moving contraband. Across borders, you follow? It started as just cheese and booze and shit. Easy money. But then one thing led to another, and now I'm a gun runner. There's a big deal happening soon, and I've got to move it or I'm dead.
Go on.
I'm so in over my head here, I don't even know where to start cleaning up this mess. But if you could just take out that arms shipment, that would at least give me a little space to think. Think you can do that?
Right. Leave it to us.
Cheers. If you help me out with this, I'll owe you one. A big one.
The weapons shipment is being prepared at one of Clan Kelly's hideouts. I'll send you the coordinates.
On it.
That thing's lost it. What's a Terminator doing on that?
It's off.
Yeah.
What's your fucking problem?
I'm getting out of here.
Yeah. Oi, big man.
Think I don't want trouble.
The thing you're after is around here.
I think it's time to cause pain and destruction.
Listen.
There's the shipment.
Lock down that vehicle. Stop this shit. Come on. Hey,
politician until his infamous London is drowning speech went viral. The forces of darkness he unleashed with that speech changed everything around us. Was Sasani's rise inevitable? Could it have been stopped? And what happens when democracy starts to breathe the ideas that can destroy it? Using back channels and underground contacts, we got in touch with political analysts and historians to find out how it's possible for cynical, short-term goals like our beloved Prime Minister to give birth to spelled out the basis of populism, the major political magazines and websites back in the 20th. Here are Spanish politics about strong because it's about saying there are simple problems that really define state immigration, and there are simple solutions to stop
Albion security has reduced criminality by up to 30% since its inception.
and we do operate a future of that. Instead of what politics